Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 22. Yes, we're getting closer and closer to the season finale. And again, perhaps this second half of this season is not being so spectacular. And I mean so higher stakes like the last one in which they could rescue somebody that potentially have the ability to eliminate the hero culture and make one dude extremely powerful. But this is obviously just a school festival that honestly, if something happens to said school festival, nothing major is going to occur. It's just okay. We're not having our school festival this year. Let's wait for the next one. But again, I love the part of this second season that really go down a little bit, and it doesn't have you to be worrying about this little girl or worrying about the future of heroes or worrying something about like that. And yes, in the end, I know that obviously this is the story. This is a story in which Deku told us about how he became the greatest hero. Obviously, we know he's going to become the greatest hero, but it is still exciting to see how they are going to solve the problem. So, yeah, again, obviously, this second half of the season is not as high stakes like the last one, but I like it nonetheless because once again I could see a slice of life of the students, and that is something I'm thankful for because again these characters are very interesting. I wish I could see more about them, but obviously the protagonist is Deku, which is I'm still happy with how he is. So yeah, not a lot of complaints for me. I acknowledge the fact that obviously it's not the same, but I have no problem with this season. Anyway, yes, I just figured out I start rambling about something that perhaps is not entirely connected to the episode. So, before going straight to the video, please consider a subscription and turn on notification if you enjoy the contents of the channel. And obviously, if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about the episode, my reaction, or later on about my commentary. What else? What else? Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I almost forgot. And obviously, follow my BitChute channel, so you know, in any case anything happens with this one, you know where to find me. Anyway, yes, enough blabbering about. Let's just cut all of these and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 22nd episode of the series of the fourth season. And yes, my feelings about these two villains have changed. At the beginning, I thought honestly that they were just goofy villains that are going to have a goofy story, a lot more relaxed, without any feelings involved in this situation. But obviously, that wouldn't be My Hero Academia without set feelings, without all that preparation for the fight. I honestly feel bad for the villains. As I said at the end of my reaction, I feel pity towards a gentle criminal. It's odd. It's also have these feelings for a villain, somebody who I should hate, or I should worry about, or I don't know, something or another, but not feel pity. It's a weird sensation because again, this series had a lot of villains that emote different emotions from you. Let's say, One for All is obviously the ultimate evil. Sorry, All for One is the ultimate evil. Yes, I'm still confusing them. As I said before, he is the ultimate evil. You should hate him. You should be worried about his plans, about what he's capable of doing. We have somebody who can be sympathetic in a certain way, but in the end, you end up establishing that he's doing the wrong thing by the right reasons, and I'm referring obviously to Stain, which obviously his reason is that he wants to create a better society of heroes, but obviously just going to the point in which everybody but All Might is the correct hero. So that is completely absurd. That is a complete extreme. Then obviously you have Chisaki, which is obviously a terrible person, that he will use whatever whatever he's capable of doing just to achieve his goal. And this includes torturing a little girl, and even kind of killing his old boss that rescued him and helped him and all of that, and destroying everything that even the boss was, because yes, the boss was against using Eri to create this drug that could destroy the superpowers. It is, again, with these guys, you feel that you hate them, you are worried for him because yeah, you don't want them to succeed. But for the first time in My Hero Academia, I kind of want them to succeed because of the backstory, and everything happens in this episode. Because yes, Gentle was considered a failure. He didn't have enough potential to be a hero. His quirk, I think, is freaking amazing. Perhaps he doesn't know how to focus his quirk. Perhaps with a better education, he will be a possible hero, a good one. Because yeah, once you start to understand how to use your quirk in a more, I don't know, for a rescue mission or just not for attacking, he will be able to be a great hero. Unfortunately, and thanks to the circumstances that he went through, he is not capable of that. Because yes, as in the episode said, we are not the most prestigious schools, we are not a good school, so perhaps you should give up your dream. And even the mother was feeling bad. Yeah, unfortunately, here is where the sympathy for the mother ends, because later on he just attacks her own son, and we saw that in one of the flashbacks. And this is awful, because instead of trying to help your children by, I don't know, perhaps not sacrificing money, perhaps it's way too costly to pay for an education for this guy, but I don't know, train him or do something for him, but not just doing that. Yes, obviously he was a criminal by accident because he didn't want to hurt anybody. Luckily he didn't kill anybody, because yes, I thought for a moment, oh my god, he killed that poor guy. But no, he just hurt him. Yes, it's a terrible thing, but that was not his purpose. He wanted to be a hero. He doesn't want to hurt people. And that hasn't changed that much into the future, because yes, once we saw the fight between him and Midoriya, we saw that he hates violence. He always cuts that when he's putting his video, because yeah, he doesn't want people see him as a violent person. Perhaps, yes, if you think about it, perhaps that fight will bring more people into his channel. But he doesn't want to portray like that. He doesn't want to attract people because cool fights that could actually, within the context of the world of My Hero Academia, could really hurt somebody. But he wants to change the world by making them aware of some, I don't know, something wrong within them. Again, I had this conflict before, but now it's kind of even harder in this moment. So yes, we have been establishing from the moment that we met Gentle up to this moment that he doesn't want to be a criminal like the League of Villains. And yeah, this was a direct quote from him, that don't confuse me with those riffraff of the League of Villains. I don't want to cut anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. But still, his activities are not exactly legal. Obviously, infiltrating into one of the most prestigious schools of heroes, yeah, that is not legal, because nobody should be able to enter. Not reporters, not this guy, not everybody. Not only the students and teachers and the faculty that goes into there. Obviously, have the right to enter the school. Again, it's weird for me to establish something very solid for him, because again, I feel bad for him because his dreams were crushed. This is the only moment in which he was willing to sacrifice everything to fulfill his dream. And yes, I know obviously the consequences that this could bring is, I don't know, a town of prestige for UA, perhaps more security, more, I don't know, a change into the perspective of how the school should work. This could bring good things and bad things. We don't know what this could bring, or at least the plan of Gentle could bring. So again, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just wants to be famous, to be remembered. Gentle criminal to be remembered. It is completely weird for me to to be sympathizing with a villain this much. It is honestly odd for me. And then we have La Brava. Yes, the problem with La Brava is that she comes out as kind of a stalkish, because again, what we saw in the flashbacks, yeah, she's kind of stalkish. But perhaps it's thanks to her quirk is like that. Thanks to the mutation that she has, she is like that. She is very passionate. And even when she was in high school, I think, well, she was very short for a high school schooler. But thankfully, I think I figured out. I think she's 20 something. So it's not weird. But again, I just kind of go outside of the point I was trying to make. But anyway, yes, she is way too passionate, and obviously she comes as a stalkish. I understand the feeling of the other guy. Okay, I haven't speak to her, and she sent me this kind of entire, I don't know, book of love letters. And yeah, she's kind of stalkish and all that. And that break her heart. And she feels bad and even considers suicide, which is something awful. But yes, it's weird to see all of these being developed, because yeah, yes, she find a gentle criminal. She kind of fell in love with him, or at least had a crush on him. She found him, and then instead of rejecting her, he accepted her, and that's when the love started to grow. And even she said that he is my light, which is again the drama in the end, in which obviously you are rooting for Deku, for him to be successful, for him to be able to make Eri smile, because she's a kid that hasn't smiled in her life. But you cannot feel bad for these guys. Again, everything that is happening with them, everything that is happening in the past with them is terrible. It's honestly terrible. And again, you kind of want them to succeed. Or at least, honestly, in the end, when they stay there, I want them to escape. I want them to go away, to never to return, and they could not be fun, so they could be together. Because yes, it's heartbreaking to see La Brava screaming and hitting Deku, obviously not with a lot of strength, but hitting him because he is taking away her only love, her only light, her only purpose in life. She is only happy when she is with him. It's heartbreaking, to say the least. Obviously, Deku did what he needed to do. Obviously. But you kind of feel bad for these two villains. And I love it. I love that you feel bad for these villains, because they are not two-dimensional characters. They are not just goofy characters, but you kind of feel for them. And the characters being constructed into several episodes, because we knew that Gentle didn't like violence, that he did not just wanted to attack and destroy everything like the League of Villains, but he was different. That is something I'm thankful for. I love it. It's very dramatic, but I love it. I genuinely do love what I saw in this episode. Yes, we intermix this with part of the school festival, but I don't think that is important, because again, it's just preparation. We haven't seen anything happening with the school festival, and it's just more for a comedic side. But once you start to see the story behind Gentle and La Brava, you kind of feel bad for them and want them to succeed. At least in the end, I want them to run away, to escape. I wanted that. And this is again the first time I feel about a villain like that. All of them, I want them to destroy them or to be arrested, or yes. But for them, I want them to run away. My God. So yeah, that changed my feelings towards these villains. I love them and I feel so bad for them. I want to know more about what is going to happen with them. Hopefully it's not going to be as dark or as depressing as I kind of imagined that is going to happen. Hopefully it's not going to be like that. Hopefully. And yes, if you know how it happens, please don't tell me. Anyway, yes, I think that's it. I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. A great episode that made me feel so much different than before. But anyway, yes, let me remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, about the episode, or my commentary in general. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below, alongside with the link to the reaction, obviously. And if you want to follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, there it is, so in case anything happens with this one on YouTube. Again, I'm still thinking about opening a Patreon. That too, if you think it's a good idea or you think it's a bad idea right now, prefer later, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, yes, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and well, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for your attention, and see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.